for his knowledge, because he's currently, as you know, traveling.
Yep.
All right, yeah, so we go to my
Alrighty.
environments.
Yep. My environments, create tenant. Okay. So you're given five, look here, five
Yep.
90-day tenants at a time. I don't know, I'd zero out one. It's normally five, but yeah. And the numbers here are funky. And then you have one-year tenant.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's just pick 90-day and then North America. Okay, there are a lot of templates here.
Right.
Um, I normally either go with, depending on what you're doing, potentially Viva or compliance, or if you want to replicate, maybe most of your customers are on business premium, you'll select this
Business.
one.
So that way I can play around with like a particular computer setup in tune, um, and
Yeah,
do that. All right. Then
yeah,
how do I
the,
reset this? Is there a way to just simply delete the tenant once it's created, and that way I can?
exactly.
Okay, excellent. There is.
Yeah. So let's do create. Let's do let's do business premium, accept TOC. It's a hot minute.
No worries.
It's taking longer than it should.
It's quite all right.
Uh-huh. Yes. There we go. Mm, okay. Um, so the credentials are all here.
Okay, so those are the
Um,
various users. Okay, excellent.
yeah, so you'll have one set of admin credentials. This is the global admin,
Okay.
and then you'll have varying roles. So to be honest, like the other way we use this is like for demoing to customers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think who's the CEO of this company? Megan. It was Patty. Patty's the CEO. Just FYI.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how would you
Yeah.
please check the admin portal for the expiration date? That's fine. And then where do I go from here to like access to these various like now it has its own
Yeah.
admin.microsoft.com that I can access using
Yeah.
those credentials,
So
and I get into the back end.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Wonderful.
exactly. So what you do is honestly either you create a new browser profile or just do an in private session, like a incognito session.
Right.
So let's just do a private window, and
Yeah,
it's
I'm actually.
private, right?
Yeah. Well, hold on, Firefox, because I'm already inside. Let's just do Firefox, because I'm already
Okay,
inside another private session that I have to
okay, oh, okay. Yeah, you
keep up.
gotcha.
Yeah. So let's close this one, and then what you're saying is like actions
Yep.
copy. What is that copy? The whole thing?
Yeah, that's just the same thing actually. The value there. So yeah. Oh, you're logged in.
Ah, man, I could
Maybe
just
just
hit
an in private. Yeah.
the hell is this?
I
Oh,
mean, or okay, enter. Then password is above. It's right here.
all right.
Yeah.
They're gonna make me two-factor authenticate.
No. Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna make me set it up. Let's see. I'm gonna set up a different method. Jerks. Okay, fine. Just do it. Here we go. Next. One moment. Let's see. Let's see. Go here. Go there. New. Other. Okay.
oh, it's not other. It's Microsoft.
I know,
Second
but
option.
I don't want it to be because if I tell it
Oh,
Microsoft, it'll fuck it up.
okay.
And then it adds the account, and then it'll just be lingering in there. Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah.
Because you have so many clients, and then I don't want the client email.
Yeah.
It adds it to my account, and I don't want like I just need to 2FA, and that's what this does. If you just do other, it'll just let you in without setting up accounts and all that stuff.
Learn something new every day. I didn't know that. I just do the normal way. Skip.
No, no, yeah, but like because we deal with so many clients, I deal with like a lot of personal. My thing has always been end retail,
Oh,
so I
yeah,
deal
yeah,
with, and I don't want their accounts on my device, so I
yeah.
set it up for them. All right,
All
so
right. So, yeah. So there are a bunch of users here. You just have to take into account like um which ones are licensed. Normally, it's whatever's listed in that uh
I see.
in that user account list. And all of these have the same password,
Understood. And so this I can
except for
go under
that.
devices. What's under device? Like, do they have each user has their own device?
Uh, I'm pretty sure they don't have any.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
you'd have to join an actual machine.
Okay, so an actual machine. Can I set up? I have another. I have hypervisor on this computer. Could I do it
Yeah.
that way?
Yes, you
Oh, see,
could.
that's wonderful because then I can test the, setting up Intune. So I can set up these guys on my computer.
Yep.
Set up.
Just test out policies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly, and then I can see if they're actually updating. Okay. I think that's
Yeah.
So now how do I the rest of it should be self-explanatory. How do I destroy this tenant now?
Sure. Uh,
Because then that
what
way
you
I would
do,
reset it,
you would then go back here,
right? Back to environments.
destroy it, and
Oh,
then
it's
there
that
should be a
easy.
delete.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What else can I do with CDX?
Um, so this is under my environment. So
Right?
these are actual tenants. There are experiences. A lot of these are, I would say,
Okay.
marketing and training material.
When you say
Yeah.
marketing material, like this is for me to market to a client, like this is why you need XYZ Microsoft product?
Yeah, and some of them, and a lot of these are what we call click-through demos.
Right, yeah. So you're not
So
actually doing anything, you're just going through it.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That's CDX in a nutshell.
Okay.
Um, yeah, there are, well, the other, that's for CDX. You already have access to this one. You already have access to the main um, partner learning portal. Okay, so it's divided into five. Um, Modern work, and then says everything Microsoft 365.
Mm-hmm.
This one's partner readiness. So if you want to upskill, there's one for Power Platform and Dynamics and Azure. Yeah. So if you open this one, yeah, it's mainly help like if you're starting practice. Oh, right, practice development basically. So if you want to learn, say, Copilot, yeah, it's basically a guide for partners on how to build their business. So Trap, and then Guild, and then GTM.
All right. And then with regards to FedRAMP, so
Yeah.
to my knowledge, I spoke to Dr. Hammer, and he said that he believes that the client it's going to be like a progression. It's not going to be immediate. Um,
Yeah.
like they're going to start out at low level. I think you said that there was like 2 levels or 3 levels, and we're thinking that
Yeah.
the client will first need to start out with the first level. And
Yeah. So there's that's moderate. Yeah.
yeah, so this week, we're
Uh.
covering the
Yeah.
tenant. Oh, do you need that back up?
I needed the other one. Sorry. I am
No, hold
I'm
on.
getting confused.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
Let me.
never mind. Yeah, 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 sorry. My taskbar is messing up my view.
Sure.
I thought this taskbar was your taskbar.
Sure. Do you want me to open up the Firefox browser again?
Yes, please. There we go. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're saying it's progression, right?
So repeat that.
You're saying the customer will progress into
Yes.
the
Yeah.
various FedRAMP. Yeah, okay, okay. So for FedRAMP moderate, um, you can make any. Well, I'm not sure about any, but for the most part, you can make commercial license FedRAMP moderate compliant.
Okay.
But if you need FedRAMP high, you'll need GCP. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
And then right now the client they're saying they're on GoDaddy. We're going to migrate them away so that they can be separate, so straight to Microsoft, so we can migrate them
Okay.
away. But they're saying that they're having issues right now. Like if they spoke to GoDaddy and GoDaddy's going to um, charge them for
Defederation.
for
Yeah.
because not everyone
Defederation.
renews.
It's called
What's
yeah.
that?
It's called defederation. It's called defederation.
Okay, but not everyone. The main issue is when they defederate. You know, employee A renews next year. Employee B renews this year. Employee C renews a week from now, and so the client was saying, "Hey, if we migrate over, GoDaddy's not going to give us a refund," and so they wanted to see if it can be done in stages. And I don't believe that's possible because it's tied.
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tied to the domain name. So once they switch the domain name, it's a done deal.
Um. So when you defederate, it removes. Actually, well, so number one, they won't give a refund. Period. Right.
Right.
But you you can once you defederate, so they can purchase the licenses already and license natively because the subscription would be different. So they'd have to take they'd have to be willing to take that hit of not being able to get a refund.
Yeah, it's not our issue. It's not our fault. It's GoDaddy. Right.
Yes, yeah. So
Right.
there. So number one is are they willing to take the hit, and then two, um, they'd have to do it all at once because your the subscription source would be coming from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I
I
mean
mean,
the
that makes
the
sense.
domain the domain itself would still be on GoDaddy, just not subscription.
Understood.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that made sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's we had assumed that. We just wanted confirmation because that it's and it'll help us articulate to the client, the issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They'd really have to take that hit. How many are there?
Yeah, so where
How many
is
users are there?
at least 12.
Ah, yeah. Sorry, what are you looking for?
What's that?
Sorry, what are you looking for?
No, I'm just playing around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just playing around. He said Patty was the
Yeah, oh,
and then
yeah.
they all have the same password.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I spun up a virtual machine, and I'm just gonna try to
Join.
join it, right?
Yeah.
Except for some reason,
Okay.
virtual machine's not
Yeah.
wanting to communicate.
So I normally test on an actual. I don't know. I normally test on an actual device because I don't know. It normal. There's some funky things that happen with the virtual machines.
Sure,
I've
sure.
done it, but yeah, yeah, it can be funky sometimes.
Yeah, like it's doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we could skip on to like how you potentially do FedRAMP
Yeah, to get
if you
started
want.
with the FedRAMP. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just need that Firefox. Yeah. Okay. So what you do is go to compliance.
Where'd Firefox go? What the heck?
Oh, oh.
Come on,
Well, I think on my.
Firefox.
Yeah, yeah. This is the correct browser. It's just weird. I just can't click it.
I think you have to request access again.
Oh, okay. Got it. There we go.
There we go. You should have control now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, shoot. Wrong one. Clients. Uh, yeah, this compliance portal. Please, we want to go to compliance manager. Assessment. And then add assessment,
Right.
select, and then you can actually just search for FedRAMP. Yeah, so I mean, you can run a FedRAMP high assessment, but uh,
It won't
it'll,
pass until.
yeah, you won't be able to pass it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, you can just choose default.
So you can segregate particular users, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what services are in scope? Let's just stick with Microsoft 365.
All right.
But you could, if you had other connected services, you could potentially um, yeah. So if you had Dynamics, you could hook it up. So
All
if they
right.
have a CRM, assessment. Mm-hmm. Done. So, so out of the box, it's already almost there.
Sure.
Uh, so it'll show you improvement actions.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Some of these are manual. Some of these are like it'll tell you where to do stuff. So like this one,
Yeah, you clicked on that one, so it opens up,
yeah,
and then it tells you how to implement it on the various computers. And what you were saying
yeah.
is you would want to generate a script, so that way it would execute on all the computers. Um,
Um, I would say the script would like so number one, the script would apply it to the environment.
to the environment.
So it would, yeah.
Anything.
So it would anything we can like turn on
Mm-hmm.
or disable. We'd have the script do that.
Understood.
And then potentially, if there are endpoint related items, we would also would deploy that via Intune.
Via Intune. Okay.
Yeah.
So Intune is basically Entra is basically Azure, right? The Active Directory.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Zoom in on my end. Yeah. 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 So if they have any application proxies, blah blah blah, you'd want to if they have any on-prem app related apps that require remote access, they need to do an application proxy. So honestly, this is so the way this works, the way this interface works is you'd assign it to someone to actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're scripting this out, yeah, we can. Where is that?
Evidence, I guess, would be like, hey, look, we did solve this. You know, it's falsely
Yeah.
reporting it, so we have evidence that it's working correctly.
Yes. There isn't.
There's just so much. It's
Since
just,
this isn't. Yeah.
and they have a new portal
I
too.
know.
Go to the new portal,
Yeah.
jerks.
Yeah.
They can't just roll out. They have to do a whole new portal because that's how effed up it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Get started. All right.
Cleaner looking. Not so much junk everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So update. Let's say update antivirus definitions. That's probably an issue.
Maybe because we have no tenant. Excuse me. Have no devices yet. Saw an error message
You did? I didn't
at
see
the
it.
top right. It went away.
Oh, oh,
It may have just been bogus.
could have been. Yeah.
A lot of times they'll load
So
the all of the notifications, even though but when they forget to hide them, and so then you end up seeing them and you think something's wrong when there's nothing wrong. How
yeah.
was your experience?
Well. Yeah. So this one's manual. You'll see here testing type manual.
Yeah, and then
So it
test the
doesn't need check.
notification, right?
Yeah.
Neat.
So what you do here is edit actions. Did you implement this? Yeah.
Test and
Implemented. So
verify, right?
yeah. And then when did you implement it? Yeah. It's more of so that you have documentation. But yeah, we could potentially just rip it out. Okay. And that is there.
And then
So if
you'll be available today after 4. Is that right? Do you still have an opening?
no, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Are you working this weekend?
Uh, not this weekend.
No worries.
Following, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because right now this, I can go through this stuff. Write down
mhm.
any questions I would have, send them to you, and then next week we can
Yeah.
touch base. Because this week I think we were gonna do the Intune stuff, which is fine. So this is great because
Yeah.
we finally have access to this. I can play around with this. Then
Yeah.
next week, what did I put down?
Well, we're supposed to do FedRAMP,
FedRAMP.
I think.
Yeah. So next week, I mean, we've already touched base on it now. So this is
Yeah.
great. I could play with this next week. We can have another session to do
Yeah.
FedRAMP. So both Intune and FedRAMP questions, and then the third week we're going to be going live with that client, and we
Okay.
would like to have you on hand. I should probably schedule
Yep.
you ahead of time. I
Yeah.
don't know the timing, but I'll try to schedule you well in advance to make sure that you'll be
Yeah.
available, or so we can work around your schedule as well, and that way you
Yeah.
could be
That would
on
be
hand
perfect.
to help
Yeah.
out. So
How, did you say they have 12 tenants?
at least, yes,
Sorry, 12 tenants or 12 users?
12 users. I'm sorry.
Okay. 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 Because that freaked me out.
Yeah,
12 tenants is a lot.
yeah. So what is a tenant? Because
But
okay.
okay. So a tenant is the environment.
It's an environment, right? So you have a tenant, and so
Yeah.
that tenant could have 100 users, for example.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Why don't they just call it a group?
Yeah.
Why
So
do they have to call it anyway?
because groups are an entirely different thing.
Okay.
Because let's see, where is that? The settings, domains. Yeah, definitely. So a tenant will always just have one dot on Microsoft.com
Okay,
account.
that's a
This is
tenant.
what we call that's what we call the fallback domain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's if they lose access to their domain, they forget to renew, gets hijacked, they'll always have that fallback domain.
Okay.
So a company could actually be multi-tenanted.
So
So
multi-domained.
this is yes, multi-domained and multi-environment. So it's possible that they have more than one Microsoft environment. So maybe it's various brand, could be by country.
Okay.
Yeah,
So now
yeah.
can you change that default tenant?
Default domain. So sorry.
Yes.
Okay. The other
Yeah.
thing is a tenant can have not the multi-tenant, but the tenant can have multiple domains.
Okay. So here, this tenant, I can have multiple domains
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So let's say you had um, just go with Contoso Bank, and then ContosoRetail.com, right? You could have multiple domains.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for example, like yeah, let's do Alex because I can say Alex. I can't say that other name. So here's Alex, right?
Bell, like the singer.
Right. So Alex here, I can
Yeah.
like I could make this alexw at contessa.com, right?
Yeah.
Let's see how right now it's got this. So I would have to add the domain name first, and then once I add the
Yes.
domain
You'd have
name,
to verify. Yeah.
and then I
You'd
can
have to go through verify ownership. Yeah.
right. Then I could switch the domain. So alexw
Yeah.
at contessa.com, and I could switch it.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. And like this one in particular, adding it here wouldn't switch it. You would have to add it here in the top. Primary email address and username.
Right. You have to swap it out.
Yeah. You'd swap it out this way. The aliases just means they'll just, if it was sent to that other domain, they'll still receive it in their inbox.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could have variations like Alec, or
Yeah.
I do this a lot, especially if like some people like Fat Finger.
Oh yeah.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there.
So I put all sorts of all the variations.
Understood.
Yeah. A user can have at most 50 aliases.
All right.
So yeah, um, that's a tenant, and yeah, these are users. Um, large organizations, they normally do multi. Not, I wouldn't say more normally. It depends. They do they they do multi-tenanted organizations. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that part is clear.
Yes, sir.
All right. Um, so the other thing you'd potentially explore would be conditional access. Okay. Now, um, this is only available in premium. Anything with eh, premium, and then Microsoft 365, not Office 365, Microsoft 365 E3 and E5. These are bundled, but then you can always buy a plan for this, but they have to be on Entra P1 or P2.
Okay.
Um, so if you check here under properties, it's probably going to be the same thing for your organization, right? Um, oh, it's disabled. Uh, is it on? Oh, okay. Never mind. It's disabled on this one, but for the most part, this is going to be on.
Understood.
Okay. So security defaults are basically security recommendations by Microsoft. Um,
Yeah,
for organizations that, yeah,
that's what I was told. Is you always
yeah,
want to disable that and then set them up yourself.
if you can,
Right.
because if you're in standard or basic, you wouldn't be able to set it up.
Right. Oh, so you can only do it in premium.
Yeah, any plan that comes with Entra P1 or P2. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
which Business Premium has. Yeah, so I'll show you which are the equivalent ones. So um, for security default, what's actually turned on are from these templates are this first one, multi-factor for admins, legacy authentication with lock, require multi-factor for all users, and this last one. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Except this one. Yeah. This entire row minus this one
Okay.
is what is actually included in
The default.
defaults. Yeah. Okay. Now, for did you get a read up on these or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. So the, the way these work is it's basically an if else kind of thing.
Okay.
So it consists of users, so who's scope for this, and then who are you excluding? Okay.
Okay. I know I'm familiar with
And
this.
then
I've seen it before.
yeah, so and then next would be target resources, so all of your cloud apps, or you could select certain ones. Yeah, which apps? So yeah, and then okay, this might be important. So network is you can name location, so based off of IP or a country.
Understood.
So let's say, yeah. So if you want to block everything outside of the US, you could.
Correct.
Yeah. And then conditions. Okay. So there are a couple here. Some of these are not included. I don't know why this has P2, but if they were in premium, it wouldn't have this risk, sign-in risk and insider risk. So
Okay.
I don't know why this is showing up. Well, okay, I know why this is showing up. I don't know why they have a P2 license, because they should just be it should just be P1. But yeah, these first three are only in P2.
Okay.
So if you're on your customers, you'd only see device platforms, locations, client app, so, and everything else. So yeah, so most of your customers would be in premium, right?
Uh, we're trying to get there. Um, right now, most of our customers are
What are they
not
on?
standard.
Okay, what are they on?
Standard.
Standard, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, yeah,
But
unless they're doing device management, like they probably won't get premium.
yeah, right now we got
Yeah,
two
I
clients on premium, and this guy, the new guy, will be number three that are using premium.
got it. So yeah,
And then
you
we.
can configure what. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to configure it by like for that particular app, you want to block Android, iOS, other depending on the OS, you want to block that
Sure.
access to that, and then okay, access controls. So this would define um, how you grant access to it. So either completely block it. Let's say don't want people accessing from XYZ
Sure.
network
And now, where would I find
using
logs? Like, how would I troubleshoot this?
this generates logs.
Yeah, and where are those logs? Because what I can envision, me setting a policy or, setting,
Yeah,
and then the user can't access a certain thing, and then I'm like, great, what, what's blocking them? Is there a way to look at
yeah,
logs?
yeah. So go back here. Uh, and sorry. So number one, you'd have to turn on audit logging.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah, so this is off by default. Uh, it's actually under security.
How in the world do they not have that on by default?
I'm not sure,
Right.
but yeah,
Typical Microsoft.
yeah. So it would be in the
Defender,
security
system,
defender
audit.
audit. Yeah,
Let me take a quick screenshot.
yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
I
There
see.
you go. See this, you'll most likely see this button.
Oh, look at that. It's a huge button. Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
important.
and then now it's on.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Excellent.
probably see it. You'll see it there. Yeah.
And I wonder if it'll, wouldn't it be nice? I highly doubt it's going to do it, but, users trying to access XYZ or users in, Europe and, you know, can't access, and then you can see, oh, it's most likely a geographical location issue, and then you can go into that
Yeah.
particular user and change it. So, yeah, I see the what if,
Yeah.
upload
Yeah.
policies. Okay.
So you can do a what if. So if you're troubleshooting maybe a set of users or a single user, you can define it here. Like, how are they accessing?
And now, can you set up a backup? Can you do like a bulk backup of all your settings within Microsoft Entra? Because the reason, what I'm
Um,
thinking is you
yeah.
would generate a backup, you make a change, and let's say it goes, to hell in a handbasket, and then you can simply import, your prior settings. Or
hmm
maybe you're going to do, sometimes I get froggy and I'll do multiple changes at once without testing each one, only because, for speed. Um,
Yeah.
and then if something goes wrong, you don't know which one, but you need to get it restored immediately. um, it'd be nice to be able to go back in time.
No.
No, okay. So basically, don't do that. Just
So yeah, don't do that. And then, well, you could. The way you'd have to script that out, but then you'd have
sure.
to know the specific settings.
Well,
Like
imagine,
that.
because
Yeah.
this has happened before. A client will come to you like, "Hey, something catastrophic has happened. We
Absolutely.
need to switch to you as quickly
Absolutely.
as possible." And now you have your policies set up, and then it would take a day or two But if you could script run them through and lock them down, um, but I guess
Yeah.
that's above. Today we'll just do 1 hour, and then we
Yeah.
can touch base early next week, and just go over
Yes.
any questions I have. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm running you through just real quick, just so I can get a
Yeah.
overview.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely we would script out these policies.
Right. Okay.
Um, yeah, we
Yeah, because you can upload them.
honestly, yeah, we can. Well, not the this is the way this one works is you can download a JSON file of this
Hmm.
and then upload it. But I wouldn't like if I were doing several, I wouldn't do it this way. I'd really do it through just a script.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the script
It's
is
just
run
yeah,
what, through PowerShell on the local
yeah,
device? Okay.
yeah, yeah. So it'll prompt you to log in and into the tenant, and then it'll run. I don't have that script for this one in particular, but yeah, that's if I were doing mass deployment, I would do it that way
Okay.
because maybe configuring all of these, including maybe Intune and etc. Just getting them started maybe would take uh, anywhere between 6 to 10 hours
Okay.
of clicking,
Right.
clicking,
Six.
which you potentially might miss.
Right.
You'd have to have a checklist for sure.
Understood. Yes, I have. Yeah. So where would do you happen to have what was it called? Some sort of benchmark. Um, Hold on one second. Let me see if I can't locate, because I think this would be important. Ah, dang it! I'm not going to be able to find it in time. I don't want to. There is a.
Yeah,
Where would I find?
yeah.
What
You
is it
can
called?
just send it.
CIS benchmark. Is that
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
and
Uh,
is there
yeah.
some online source or YouTube videos that you can go through to find out what the CIS benchmarks would be for?
Microsoft
Yeah.
potentially yes. Yeah. I mean that this wouldn't be the first time for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I think we have
Yeah.
about 15 minutes left. So is there
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can already start testing out
connecting the devices?
Intune.
Right.
Yeah. Just try joining the devices and testing out policy.
Right.
Let's go to Intune. Again, don't use the interface here. Sucks. Oh, shoot, wrong button. Yeah, so you can already start testing out policies.
Right.
Have you already done a test Intune deployment or not yet?
No,
Okay,
not yet.
okay, no problem. So
I think that was the
let's
homework you
just
gave me, is to update the policies for updates, but I have not done that. It's been sitting in my
yeah,
to-do list. This past week, I'm sure you were busy too. This past week was just insane. I could not keep up.
it was, yeah. Um, okay, so but for Windows, well, actually it's three basically. Um, four, sorry, four. So you have your configuration, you get the difference between config and compliance.
Do I know the difference?
Yeah, do you understand?
I would assume, yeah, configuration is like how the computer's set up. Compliance is making sure that
yeah,
whatever rules.
yeah, yeah. So compliance just that for like
Make
if
sure it's not out of date more than 30
yeah,
days, so on and so forth.
yeah, yeah. So so those are two different, yeah.
That's understood. Yeah.
Those are two different items, yeah. Okay. And then yeah, you can run PowerShell scripts.
right from here.
Remediations is only available in like a higher plan, not premium. But yeah, but you can run PowerShell scripts from here.
Okay, we have the
And
Atera
then
agent, the RMM, and we can use
yeah,
we can run scripts through there as well.
perfect. Yeah, so you won't probably need to do this one.
It'd be nice if we could just
So it's
switch to Microsoft, but the this Intune is still, it's not very robust yet.
yeah. I mean,
And they
you can
charge you
test
for
it.
the
You
remote
can have it.
access.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Yeah.
But yet
And
they
then
provide Quick Assist for free. And it makes no
this,
sense.
yeah, so weird. Yeah. And then yeah, your apps. Um,
Yeah, we touched base on
uh,
this. S
yeah,
mode supplemental
yeah.
policies. What's
And
tenant
this is
administration on the left hand there, underneath groups all the way on the left? Yeah,
so this is just Entra.
this is just intro. There's a remote
Yeah,
help option, which you have to pay for.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
Remote help is not generally available. Starter trial to obtain licenses. Jerks, man. Okay, so
Yeah.
tunnel gateway, cloud filters, audit logs. Interesting.
Yeah. So you can check your audio logs here. Uh, 802. Did I turn that?
Yeah, we turned it on via the other portal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm just wanting to want this. That's weird. Yeah.
I guess because we haven't
Yes.
done anything, like made any changes. The only thing that we did is access the remote section, which it triggered a audit log.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering why it says create. It
Yeah,
shouldn't be
because we
create, it should
accessed
be
it.
read.
Well, because once
Yeah,
you
but
we accessed it for the first time, so it started it, even though it's not
yeah.
up and running.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. The wording sometimes.
Oh yeah, their
Yeah,
wording is absolutely horrible.
yeah. So yeah. So yeah. If you, if if you have that like list of requirements, yeah, we can whack away at them.
Yeah, I don't have anything now,
Yeah.
but it's something that I will plan on generating, and perhaps early next week we can touch base, go through this stuff as well as FedRAMP because I'll play around with that. I'll set up
Yep.
several test environments to connect devices to and see if I can't get Alex to blow up and then try to fix it. The Alex W, and then yeah. I mean, this has been helpful.
Yeah. Uh,
And
always happy to help.
yeah, it wasn't our fault either. Microsoft somehow, some way, our partner account was all messed up, and even though they're like, "Oh, just do
Yeah.
this," and I
Did
was
they
like,
explain?
"No, they didn't
So what
explain it."
happened?
No,
What?
because
How did they fix it?
they didn't tell me. It was an
Oh,
issue on their
they
end.
just said, okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They're
That's
like,
weird.
"Oh, do this," and I'm like, "Okay, you gotta like give me instructions. Like, you can't just, it's just general. I got like,
Yeah.
first you got to do this, do that," and I was like, "Dude, like, I need the scripts. Like, I don't know how to do that." And they're like, "Oh, never mind. We fixed it. It was an issue on our end." I'm like, "What the hell?" So, or maybe the guy just did it for me and just didn't want to deal with it. That's a possibility as well. But they poor
It wouldn't
communicators.
be the
So.
first time. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say I've done that before. I just go ahead and log into someone's computer, get it done. I'm like, oh, it's working now. Oh, what happened? Oh, don't worry about it. just because it's faster than, trying to walk them through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions here?
No, I don't believe so. Everything, you showed me how to set it up, set up a tenant, destroy a tenant. I got to do the set up the logs. I think that would be immensely beneficial. So that's one of the
Yeah, that's
requirements that I would
normally the
do.
first things.
Yes. Yeah.
Normally the first things I like because I've had to go into a tenant and they're like wondering like how come these external people are getting emails?
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, we can check the audit logs, but then when I checked I mean, I had a hunch, like they accidentally added a couple of external peoples to a group,
Right.
but then I couldn't check the audit logs because
It was
I,
turned on.
I I could only give them the hunch, yeah,
Right. Right.
and yeah, we couldn't pinpoint who potentially added the person.
Right. Because that's horrible because you can't say, "Hey, Alex, please stop adding, your friends and family to our, internal communications."
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I think that covers it. I can't think of anything else. I mean, it's it's just that there's so much.
Yeah,
It's over. Again, coming from a retail end user um, aspect, jumping into the business realm, it's just there's you just got to run through it a few times, but I should be able to
yeah,
get it.
definitely. Yep, for sure.
Cool,
You'll
buddy.
get this, man.
Oh yeah, it's just time, just like everything else. So
Yeah, that took me years.
yeah, yeah. It'd take me years, but which is why we reached out to you to help
Yeah,
expedite it some, so I can, and then that's
yeah,
why I just go through the general overview because I understand the concepts from the retail side. So the business side is
yeah.
just different names and different locations, but more or less the same concepts. So
Yep.
yeah. All right, my friend. I think that covers it. I'll try to, like I
That
said,
sounds
within the
good.
next week, I'll schedule it for something next week, and then I'll schedule again for the following week, and then you welcome to switch things around, to suit.
Right. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. So, sorry about the other, like, because I didn't put in my other schedules. So you got
No,
the
no
schedule
worries.
like an older one. Yeah,
No, it's quite all right,
yeah.
man.
But yeah, I'm traveling like a third week, but I'll let you know when I arrive.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cool. Well, I
All right,
appreciate it.
sounds
Safe
good.
travels, and reach out to us if you have any questions or suggestions that we should be looking into.
All right, sounds good.
Cool, buddy. All right.
Thanks, Manny.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.